I was cleaning up. I figured, I was like, let me actually be a proper content creator and be mostly ready when I go live. So I figured I would get all the dishes out the dishwasher and all the dishes that were in the sink into the dishwasher so that we can have a less chaotic start to our time together. But I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Oh, we made it through the day. We made it through Monday. My little gaga wannabe hair bun. Okay. All right, so today we're going to make chocolate chia brownie bites in our heart mold. So we need to start weighing out ingredients. And so first we're gonna have to, let's get the eggs out, the cottage cheese out, and the Greek yogurt out, and start getting those blended. Okay. We have ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Deep paste. Deep paste. Deep paste, honey, egg. We need honey, vanilla. Okay, great. So let's take So let's take immersion blender. Okay. Cottage cheese, we need 25. We need 25 grams. Okay, 25. $65 grams of Greek yogurt. Hello! Making chocolate chia brownie bites today. How are you doing? Hope you're well. So we have our Greek yogurt, 65 grams. Oh, wait, so 65 and 25, 70, 80, 90. Okay, I forgot to even out the scale. So we're going up to 90. Honey, no. Oh, boom. 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 Okay, great. Now, now we're going to take the date paste that we made fresh. Hello. The date paste that we made. Hi, Plasma. Hi. Trying to get the light so I can still read the chat. There we go. You sound like my mother. What is it this time? Actually, let me grab it off the printer. Because I actually made some updates to it. So let me make sure it's still the same. Okay, 60, 65, 40, 25. Okay, so we actually need 10 more grams of, we need to bring this up to 100 with the Greek yogurt and the cottage cheese, because I actually updated the recipe and I wanted it to bump up the protein and I forgot to grab it off the printer. Okay, okay, so let's grab a little bit more cottage cheese and bring our scale up to 100. Up to 100. Ooh, almost. Boom. Beautiful. Bootyful. Okay, so away. So yeah, so today we are making, we're making chocolate chia brownie bites. This is what we're making today. And then this is the work in progress for what the label would look like on the packaging. Yee! A tiny bit smaller, but this is kind of what the, oh, I don't have the bags behind me, but it would be a little bit smaller, but this would be the label for the packaging. So today we're working on those. Okay, so let's keep going because we have things to do. We can't get distracted. I also was working on I have so many recipe ideas that we're going to be working on. I'm like, the ideas are just flowing right now. Chocolate chia brownie bites. Yes. Okay, so the date paste that we made, we're going to grab some of this now. Date paste, 60 grams. Okay, this is one of those that's light. It's not as dense as the yogurt. $54. $56. $58. $60. Okay, great. So we have our date paste. Okay. So now, because the cottage cheese is a little chunky bumpy, I like to, some recipes will have you, yes, it's date paste. We made date paste. So some recipes will tell you to blend the cottage cheese by itself, but it's so little in this recipe. I like to just throw in the other kind of like similarly como se dice, textured ingredients, and so like our yogurt and our date paste, and we're going to use that to give us enough of a base to properly blend our cottage cheese out. But what we're doing now is basically blending out the cottage cheese so that it's not lumpy. Okay, now make sure that we scrape, oh wait, you guys can't really see. Let's see. Do you sometimes feel like Rambo? Sometimes. When I have to open up jars, that's when I feel strong. Or when I have to push and pull the mixer because it's so heavy. But she gets the job done. Okay. We want to make sure that we scrape everything off of here. All that yummy stuff. See? Take everything out. Just like that. So now, scraping the sides of the bowl down. They got all over the place. And so now it looks like this. Just like that. Okay, so our wet date paste, yogurt, cottage cheese. Okay, now we need our honey, our oil. Honey, not you, but you're cute. You're right there though. 10 grams. I get that. Meow. Oop, shit, I got distracted. You distracted me, plus. It's okay. It's just a little extra honey. We can just take care of that. Just like that. I'm using Northern California local hive honey. If you can get your hands on local honey, it's always the best. Especially for your allergies. It's good for your allergies to have honey, local honey. Okay, so we have our 10 grams of honey. Oh, honey, honey. Womp, 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 womp. Shooby-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now it's about getting it out of here. Because it's just 10 grams, I'm trying to be diligent about scraping it all out because every little bit counts. Okay, so now let's take, we need 10 grams of oil. 10 grams. Oop. And that's 11. 10. Cute. Okay, we have our 10. Oh, nope, 11. 11.1. What do you mean 12? What are you talking about? 12. What are you talking about 12? You're just being ridiculous. That's just being dramatic. What? 13? How's it gonna have more than it had when I first poured it in? 11. Is it just magically reproducing in the container? What the heck? Is avocado self-reproducing? 11.5. How is it gonna go down and then up? Okay, 9.9. Thank you. That makes more sense. Was starting to get a little cuckoo. Okay, so we have our 10 grams of oil. Put that in there. Just like that. And then we need $10 grams. We're going to use espresso concentrate. No alcohol. Not today. I mean, and I don't drink. I do bake with it, but no alcohol in our baking or cooking today. See, this is a Rambo moment because this is now stuck together. But see, the trick, sometimes you have to be a woman in STEM and you have to use your brain and not your muscles. And I don't know if you know, but a nice thick enough to grip onto rubber band will help you open almost anything except the heart of a very cold man. But even then, you might still be able to open it with a tiny rubber band. Hooah! I do, mine is kaya, or I sometimes meow. I'm like, meow. Okay, so we have our Nescafe espresso concentrate, and we're gonna get 10 grams. Boom. Okay. Close this properly. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have our date paste, we have our yogurt, we have our cottage cheese, we have our honey, we have our oil, we have our espresso. Sabrina Carpenter, that's that Mimi espresso. And now, 3 grams of vanilla. Boom. Vanilla. Bootyful. Put that in there. Scrape all this out. Make sure it all gets out. Okay. Okay. Wait, where does our egg go? Isn't there an egg? Is there no egg? Oh, there's no egg. No egg. No egg. Okay. So, we now, let's take our immersion. Well, can I just do it with this? Yeah. With our little spatula, Just mixing it together gently. Thankfully, we already made it smooth earlier with our immersion blender. So everything else that we just added easily blends in with our little tiny, tiny, super cute spatula. Okay, great. So now we have a beautifully mixed wet half of our batter. Now we're going to mix our dry ingredients. And then we'll mix everything together. And today we get to use a fun mold again. And I think we're going to go back to piping bag model. Shout out the person that said piping bag. Okay, so we have our beautiful wet mix. Now, okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Wait a second. How do you open a cold man's heart with a rubber band? I'm just asking. I mean, that's for a different stream. That's for a late night stream. What did you do for a living before YouTube came into your life? I have a day job. I do this on the side. I have a corporate job. And I've done many things. I'm a Jane of all trades. I do lots of things. Lots of little things. I worked for a florist for years. So I learned a lot working for a florist. I worked for a metal construction company, so I learned a lot of random stuff about metal. Where else? I've worked in tech for a long time. Yeah. Oh, I worked in gyms for a long time. I worked in a lot of gyms. I worked at 24 Hour Fitness. I worked at Club One. I worked at Crunch. I worked at Gold's. But yeah, I like this though. This is fun. I get to be creative and I get to like interact with people, and it helps me because people don't believe me when I say that I can be painfully shy like in person in social interactions, but this makes it easier. And yeah, and so it helps a lot. Okay, so we're gonna get our almond flour. We're gonna get our almond flour. Oh shoot, I'm running low. Do I have more? Eek! Eek! I have backup oat flour, but not almond flour, but that's okay. I think I have just enough that we need, which should be fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see here. What is the best sort of stainless steel for cutting and cooking pots? You know, that I have no idea. I tend to I personally need to have tools that are low maintenance. Like for example, I can't do a cast iron skillet because I just can't. Like my ADHD, I can't. I can't maintain it. I can't do all the seasoning and like not washing it and all that other stuff that feels backwards. So I'm a little unconventional like that in the kitchen. Like I need function, but I also need low maintenance. Low maintenance. I think that's also why I like baking instead of cooking. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. 80 grams. Oops. 80 grams. 80 grams of almond flour. I think I have more than enough, but we need to make sure. I need to order some more. When I finish this live, I need to order some more almond flour. I know I have it in my cart. I need to just go ahead and like push buy. I've been using Bob's Red Mill almond flour. I was thinking of using King Arthur, getting King Arthur because I really like King Arthur flour, but it is not cheap. It is so expensive. My gosh. So I just need to be on the lookout for some more Bob's Red Mill. Actually, maybe tomorrow I'll go to the grocery store and see if I can find some at the grocery store instead of ordering it. Okay, now we need cocoa powder. Girl, why are you so orange? 25 grams. 25 grams of cocoa powder. We're using Ghirardelli. 25 grams. That's 9. 28. 26. 25. Beautiful. 25. 25. Okay. Put it into our dry mix. Okay. Now we need 28 and 12. Chia and protein powder. So we have our chia seeds and we have protein powder. Where did it go? Where did she go? Protein powder. There she is. A little bit that's left. Let's see. 12 grams. I think we have exactly more. We have just enough to get us there. 12 grams of protein powder. Yep, we have just enough. Cute. Okay. We're using Truvani. My stainless steel kitchenware for the 1980s doesn't rust. New stainless steel rusts. See, exactly. A lot of things are made nowadays on purpose to not last for a long time. Unfortunately, they want you to like be replacing things every other year. Okay, put our protein powder in. Now we're going to use 28 grams of chia seeds. What I have is I inherited a lot of cookware that just was not nice to me. It just fell apart on me. And so what I did over the last few years is that I just every year or so I invest in like really nice Staub pieces. And these are nice because they're really nice cookware and they can do everything, but they're very low maintenance. They're really, really easy to maintain. So I love these. If I could have Staub and Le Creuset, everything in the kitchen, I would be a happy girl. Okay, so we have our chia seeds. Put those in. Oh, dang it. Our cocoa powder needed to go into the coffee. It's okay. That's for next time. Usually I bake before work, early in the morning, but this morning I was not feeling it. So today we're baking after work. And so I'm a little forgetful of some of the things that I meant to do a little different this time based on videos that I've been watching. And so there's a baker that suggests blooming your cocoa in your coffee. So the cocoa that we had, we should have mixed it with the liquid espresso, but that's okay. We'll do that next time. Okay. Now we need 3 grams of baking powder and 1 gram of salt. 3 grams of baking powder, 1 gram of salt. 3 grams. Oh, almost. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? .7. Three. Beautiful. Okay, great. And then 1 of salt. not get it to measure out 1 gram. Oh, come on. Okay, we're just gonna go with it because I can't just keep going back and forth trying to get a gram of salt. Ugh. I was joking with a friend of mine that I need a different kind of scale, a more precise one. By the way, when you toss a scale, it becomes, oh. Huh. Okay, I'll be careful with the scale. That makes sense. It's just the very light measurements, it like doesn't always want to take them. Okay, so we have our dry and our wet. Be very careful with the scale. Be very, very careful. Okay, we have our dry ingredients. Note taken, Posma. That makes sense. That it would rattle the scale to like bang it up and down. I'm like a toddler sometimes. I forget things need to be handled gently. Just like me. I need to be handled gently. And I forget that sometimes. Be gentle with me, please. Please be gentle. Just trying to break up the lumps. Okay, so now we're going to bring our wet mixture into our dry mixture. Ta-da. Okay. Now we have our brownie batter. I'm debating if I want to use the cookie scoop or if I want to do the bag method. Because today we're trying to put it where I want to use the heart mold again. And the bag method was like leaps and bounds easier than yes, gentle, yes, like with rubber band. Exactly. Okay, I say, Mariana, go with what was proven to be easier, and until it proves itself to be harder, you have to work smarter. So we're going to listen to that little voice that says work harder I mean, see? Work smarter, not harder. So that's what we're going to try today with this batter. I haven't done the bag method with brownie batter yet. This is the first time that we're doing it. But we're going to give it a shot because that's what we're here to do, is to experiment, to learn, try new things, listen to the chat, because sometimes people know more than I do and they actually wish me well, which, what a concept. What? People want me to do well? That's wild. Okay, let's get this in here. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. Again, trust the chat. The chat last week was the MVP. Let's see if, trend alert, we still continue to have good-hearted people in the chat that wish me well. Okay, now I'm just taking it to a whole nother level it doesn't need to be. Now I'm just in therapy. Now you guys are just my therapist. Okay, we're going to try this with the bag method. We have our brownie batter. We're going to line the bottom of our little heart pan. Okay. And we're going to take our cute little spatula and just push it into the edges. Okay, and because these bake up, I think just squeezing one layer and leaving that much for some rise feels smart. Do you eat your fries with mayonnaise? No, actually, no. That to me, when I went to London, was such an odd thing. I'm trying to think if Puerto Ricans, I guess in Puerto Rico, there's like a ketchup mayo mix that they call mayo ketchup, which is kind of like our like Big Mac sauce, but I actually was never really a fan of it because I'm not like a big, I'm so sorry, please don't hate me, I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. I don't get it. Like, it's not, it doesn't compute to me. The only thing I like mayo with is tuna, and I think that's literally it. Like, I don't put mayo on sandwiches. I don't put mayo on burgers. I literally only use it for tuna. I know, I'm weird. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, Plasma. Meow. Please don't hate me. Yeah, it's a very European thing. It definitely hasn't made it to most parts of the United States. I know that there's some towns, like I know that there's like a little town here in California that's like based on like somewhere in Europe. And so it wouldn't surprise me if like the restaurants there would be somewhere that like would serve fries with mayo, but it's definitely not very common. It's usually ketchup with fries. All right, we're doing pretty good. It's a little awkward because I still have to smash it into place, but it's definitely a lot easier than the cookie scoop. So Team Bag is still winning. Now I just have to figure out like the best way to like get it in there in one fell swoop. less messing with the spatula. But it's not easy. Because I want it to like have a smooth top. I don't want it to look like it came out of a toothpaste tube, you know? But it's not too bad. This is actually pretty easy. It's still very scalable. I guess if like maybe, ooh, I wonder, women in STEM, if taking the other pan, it's dirty right now, but I wonder if like, you know, poop, right? Like spread out each one and then use the other pan to like smush down, and then maybe that helps even everything out. Maybe next time I'll try that. I'll make sure to have it clean. It's just dirty right now and I don't want to mess with that right now. But I feel like that could be like a women in STEM scientific experiment we could do next time, is like mush it down with the other pan that's exactly the same size with like the back of it, because they fit into each other. And so I wonder if that would be an easy way to like mush everybody even in one fell swoop instead of using the little spatula. Something to think about. Okay, let's do another one. Get some batter in here. Okay, this is the part where I need to be efficient. And instead of fixing each one, we just need to get batter out. And then we fix all of them at once. The other thing I'm not doing is I forgot to pull out the scale so that we can make sure each one is even. But we're just gonna do it visually because we have eyeballs and we can do that. That's our prerogative. I talked to a lawyer. They said I could do it. Okay, great. We'll keep pushing. Keep on pushing. Pushing on the run. Everybody's bumping. Biddy, 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 biddy. Okay. How are we doing? So mayonnaise is the food you like the least. You know, it's definitely it's definitely up there. Like if I was on like Big Brother or something like that, and that was like a challenge that I had to like drink mayonnaise or something like that, that would be hard for me. I would not have fun. That would not be fun for me. Like, I know some people that would be like, ooh, yeah, give me, yum. No, thank you. Trisha Paytas, no, thank you. Ooh, let's get some more batter in here. Because, let's do that. Right. Let's take a second. We still have batter in our bowl. So we're gonna fill up our little bag with the rest of the batter. Because I actually pulled another little mold that I want to try, because we're gonna start getting ready for the holidays. We're gonna do some fun holiday baking. I've been picking up some fun molds for some limited edition holiday cutie pie moments. Okay. Back to our mission at hand. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now let's take the time to even these out. And then we'll take the rest of the batter and we're gonna try out some other little fun molds, some seasonal molds. But let's take the time to flatten these out really quick. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Honestly, like, it's not that bad. Like, I'm not like, it's not like a visceral, like, ugh. But like, I wouldn't enjoy it. I mean, I would do it. Like, if you said, okay, Mimi, $1 million to drink a glass of mayonnaise, it'll be the most delicious mayonnaise ever. Like, I'll do it happily. You know what I mean? It's not torture. But it's not enjoyable to me. I'm not like, yum, yummy. So right now I'm trying to just kind of gently pat these down, get them gently into the edges of the heart so that when they bake, we have a cute little heart and they don't come out looking like little turd emojis, because we don't want that. We don't want that kind of vibe. That's not the vibe we're bringing to the party. You know what I mean? So little by little, just press these in. And then this is a silicone mold that has been lightly sprayed with avocado oil, just to make handling of the wet batter in the mold a little easier. Just because they can get a little sticky with the mold. And so the oil helps kind of manipulate them a little better. I feel like in theory, a gloved finger would be easier, but I feel like it would leave the glove imprint. And that would just drive me nuts. Yeah, next time I definitely want to try taking the other mold just like it and using it to press it down and seeing if that helps. Like spraying the back of that with like avocado oil, and then just like Lego pieces, like Lego piecing them together and pressing down. I suspect it'll help a lot with this process. But I don't want to clean it and dry it and blah, blah, blah. I feel like it's too much of a distraction. Then I'll end up cleaning the whole sink, and then it'll be a cleaning live, and that's not what we're doing. We're not cleaning today. We're baking. So I'm gonna try an ADHD style, just stay focused and keep, see, look at that, yappering away. We made it to the last one. And so what I'm gonna do is pop this in the oven while we work on the other mold, because then today we can have a little bit of television magic and see what comes out of the oven. All right, so let me triple check our temperature. I'm actually not sure what temperature we need. I just turned the oven on for vibes, knowing we would need it. Okay, we needed it at 340, and we're at 350. So let's bring this down. Great. Now, let's take our heart chocolate chia brownie bites and pop these into our oven for 13 minutes. So let's do 13 minutes. Perfect. And then we also have this cute little Christmas mold that I got at Home Goods. So we're gonna try this one out. And then I think we'll see. If there's any more left, I have some more molds that we can play with. I found a cute little Grinch plate for presentation. It's gonna be so fun. $1 million is far too expensive. I know, but I'm just saying, if somebody offered me that, I would eat it. So it's not like, you know, it's not impossible. That's what I'm saying. It's not like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay. We have our cute little tiny molds. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that candy cane is the easiest one. More candy canes, man. If I see one that's just candy canes, I'm grabbing that. That was the easiest one. Okay, let's see. We might have to put out another mold. Let's see. No, that's not gonna help. I'm a little hyper fixated right now, sorry. Can you sing Lux Eterna from Metallica? You know, not today. Let me look it up, study it a little bit, and then I'll let you know if it's in my range or not. It might be in my range. Some things are in my range. Some things are doable. Some things are just dreams. But I like to dream. I like to dream big. That's how I ended up here. Because I dreamed big, baby. That's the one thing that you can do. Is at least dream big. And try, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen when you try a little bit in life? You maybe get halfway to your goal. Most people don't even try. So trying is like literally half the battle. Showing up. You just gotta show up. You know, I've talked to performers, and there's this rule amongst working performers that it's like the rule of 3. You need at least 2. So there's tardiness, there's talent, and then there's personality. And if you're on time and nice, they'll forgive if you're not so talented. And if you're super talented and on time, if you have a hard personality to deal with, they'll deal with you. But if you can't even bother to do at least 2 of those, you are not going to be a working performer. At least not for long. Word gets around. People won't book you. And then you're left wondering why. Ask yourself, which of the 3 am I lacking at? You might get your answer. Okay, right now I'm just trying to even out these puppies in this mold and trying to use up as much of our batter without trying to bring out another mold. Let's just keep going here. Let's just fill them up to the brim. Why not? Let's experiment. Another day when you feel peak Rambo. Exactly. Yeah. Remind me. I need to look it up. I need to listen to it. If it speaks to me, trust me, it'll come up in the rotation because that's how my neurospicy brain works. It says new song that you can sing, even though you can barely sing. Hell yeah. My God. When the Bad Bunny album came out, I played it for like 3 months. I still play it. The Wicked one, that was like 6 months of hyperfixation. Sabrina is currently heavy in rotation. Who else? Bad Bunny's still heavy in rotation. I mean, that album will be like a forever favorite. That's like a instant classic. Debí tirar más fotos is an instant classic. It really, really is. It felt like a gift from my grandfather. It came out the day before I went to Puerto Rico. And literally that entire week, I would just hear it everywhere. Everybody was singing it, playing it, coming out of cars. The like hotel workers just walking around singing it to each other. It was so sweet. I really hope he wins a Grammy. Something. They won't give it to him, but I can only hope. Right now, I'm just trying to make the most of this batter that we have left. Taking our little molds and just trying to fill them up to the top as evenly as possible. These are going to be some chunky brownies. These are not going to be bites. These are going to be proper brownies. These are gonna be chunk. These is gonna be chunk. Come on. But yes, whoever said bag, you're still the MVP. My God, it's so much easier. Even though you still have to like finagle the mold a little bit, it really is so much easier with the bag. All right, we've made it to the end of our batter. Beautiful, look at that. And now we're gonna take these babies, finish evening them out. Great. Okay. All right. Sorry, like the perfectionist gene is strong in this strange. Okay, how much time do we have? 2 minutes. Okay. Let's give the oven the 2 minutes it needs for the babies that are in there. Let me put stuff away. Let's put stuff away. Whee! Let's put stuff into our pantry that goes in the pantry. Not on the cabinet. I mean, not on the counter. Let's put things away. Let's put things away. See, I might not be able to sing Metallica, but I do sing made-up songs all the time. I sing to my dog all the time. Okay. Hi. By the way, how tall are you? I'm an average height American woman, which means I'm 5'5". 5'5" and a half. I'm 5'5". 5'5" and a half. I'm a little shorty pant. Okay. Let me not start cleaning because that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, we're running down the clock 2 minutes so that we can pop out the babies that are in the oven, out of the oven, so that you all can see them with the magic of TV. Is the worktop so high? It's so short. I don't know, you tell. What do you mean? What do you mean it's high? I'm so tall. What are you talking about? Doesn't everybody reach over the counter like this? This isn't everybody? Yeah, I'm 5'5". Oh, that's our time. Okay, let's see. Let's see these babies. Let's pull them out and then swap. Let's do a little swap-a-doodle. Pull these out. Put these in. 13 minutes. Boom. Get it on. Great. Great. Now, let's turn on the light. Not bad. Here's our chocolate chia brownie bites in little hearts. They need to sit in their molds for a while, but I like to take them out of the pan and get them onto the cooling rack as quickly as possible. But the silicone molds are like a little wiggly. Okay, so These look cute. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do next time is take the other mold and like Lego piece it on top so that it can help mush this down. But it's fine. These will be the backs of them. And so when they're done cooling, we'll pull them out, and then what's the front of the mold. Here, let's see. Can I pop one out? No, it's a little too hot still. But these will be the backs. But if we can get it even, it would be nice to have both sides even. Also, next time I should have the scale out, and I should be weighing out and portioning out each bite so that we can properly nutrition label them. But we're still just kind of working on process. Excuse me. The last thing that I'm going to do is when they cool down, I think I'm going to take a little bit of dark chocolate and just do some like zigzag lines over them and just kind of give it that, like, you know, kind of like bakery pizzazz, as they say. A little something something. All right, cute. We got through our bake. Yeah, they need to set. We didn't have any sugar in them, huh? This is not sweet at all. Yeah, sometimes they taste too healthy. I think this is a batch that's on the too healthy side. It's not giving me like pleasure. It's giving me like, huh, you're having a chocolate healthy treat. I have to keep working on this recipe. All right, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the little chocolate bits. That's what it is. See? I forgot the sweet. The sweet comes from the chocolate bits and the chocolate chips. Ugh. Dang it. Okay. Well, it's okay. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Ugh. Can I shove them in? I forgot the sweet. Well, let's just shove in. They're still soft enough. Okay, we're gonna add one little chocolate chip to each of these. Dang it, I knew it. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Okay, well, you know what that means? That we're gonna make these again. Placing it in the freezer for a little bit. What do you mean, before or after baking them? When should I put them in the freezer? Before or after? Dang it, I forgot the chocolate chips. Ugh. See, this is why I can't go live after work. My brain is dead. I mean, I can. It's just the possibility of making a mistake is much higher when I go live after work, because all my brain cells have been used up by the corporate overlords. Ugh. Okay, you know what this means is that we're making these again tomorrow, because I forgot the chocolate chips, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna pack these up and I'm gonna take these to the gym, and after baking hot. Oh, in the freezer? But isn't it bad to put hot things in your fridge or in your freezer? Huh, I'll look that up. Okay, all right, not everything's a win around here. Sometimes we fail. I'm not gonna call it a complete failure, but it was a mistake on my part to forget. So usually the batter gets tiny chocolate chips, and then we top it with a milk chocolate chip. But this is a recipe that's been adapted so many times, it like lost itself in translation along the way. So the dark chocolate drizzle will help. I'll just make them again. We'll just make them again. We'll make them again tomorrow. All right. May I say? What can you say, Plasma? You may say. Did I messed up? I know I messed up. I made a mistake. I know I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. Meow. Meow. What? Where's your baba? Go get your baba. Go get your baba. Bring me your baba. Bring me the baba. Bring it. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys want to see something? Oh, can you see her? Come here. High five, come here. Give me a high five. High five. High five. Give me a high five. Yeah, spin. Get spin. Go spin. Spin, 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 spin. Okay, let's give you a treat. Let's give you a treat. Let's give you a treat. All right. Well, today was not a complete failure, but one of those reminders that I need to, I'll take that, Plasma. I'm so disappointed. I hate making mistakes, but I'm tired. All right, well, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna fix this recipe because it was missing the chocolate chips, and that was a mistake on my part. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board so that when we come back to this recipe, we'll be more ready. It'll be properly mixed and properly done, and it'll taste the way it's supposed to. Because right now, I mean, we want them to be healthy, but not too healthy. It's still supposed to be enjoyable. And right now, the batter has nothing sweet in it at all. Dang it. Looks like more of these. No. Okay. Silly rabbit. It's fine. These are fine. They're fine. It's okay. It's just, again, it tastes very healthy, which is fine, but not the goal. I want them to be healthy, but I want it to be, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of like chocolate drizzle when they cool down. So tomorrow I'll probably do a chocolate drizzle on them and then just give them away. Oh God. But again, this is why it's a learning channel. So yes, we're going to chocolate glaze it. We're going to go with a little glazing. I'm going to go cry in my dog's fur because I hate wasting ingredients, but it's not a waste. It's a learning because this is a learning channel. My dog is demanding my attention. I'm going to go get some rest. I'm going to wait for the second batch to finish. We're going to pop it out of the oven. We're going to let everything cool down. And then I'm just going to give everything away tomorrow because, yeah, this is not a batch that I'm going to keep. But I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I might make something else tomorrow. I think this is like a little bit like, depressing. I hate making mistakes. So, okay, we have a few things in rotation this week. Oh, you know what? I think tomorrow I put out a schedule. What am I talking about? It's on my community post. I already planned out this week. This week has content planned out for almost every day except for Sunday. I figured I would leave Sunday open for whatever felt like being done, but would leave the rest of the week scheduled. So I think tomorrow is Pink Pineapple Day, but I'll go check the schedule. But yeah, go look at the community post. If you haven't hit subscribe, make sure to hit subscribe. Thank you, Plasma. Meow, meow. Thank you for hanging out. I adore you, Plasma. You're always so sweet and so kind and so nice, and you make going live worth it. I love you all. I hope to see you again. If you haven't hit subscribe, make sure to hit subscribe. And if I never see you again, I hope you have a wonderful life, okay? Mwah, bye.